dun 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 dun. You know what that is? You're actually.
Of
So let's
course.
try this again. Dun 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 dun. This is the Macky Rat Podcast, a comedy podcast like no other, though extremely similar to the rest. We talk about movies, news, pop culture, our personal lives, and of course, dun 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 dun. Do you know what that
You
is?
might say that we have a thrilling podcast.
No, you'd say it like this. You might say we have a thrilling podcast.
It's close to midnight.
No,
Something
no, no,
evil's
no, that's
lurking.
wrong. No,
Yeah, we're gonna get sued for that.
no, that is a song, but that's not the song. The song that's dun 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 dun. Girly man, dun 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 dun.
What song are you talking about?
It's Indian Thriller.
Indian Thriller. I'm
Oh
afraid
my
I'm not
god!
familiar with that.
All right, let's just. It's 9:30. We're supposed to start the podcast right now, but we're gonna take 1 second to pause because Kaleb needs. We're gonna talk about Indian Thriller, but we need to show Kaleb Indian Thriller real quick. Even our important podcast has to be put on pause for this. And we are back. And
Indian people are very fun for sure.
you know what? Indian people really have. It's like, I'm not gonna lie. In the past, we may have spoken a little, callously about Indian people. I can admit that.
It's true.
But I will say this. They have their music does rule.
Absolutely, yeah.
They release some bangers like constantly, and anyone can. It's not like here, it's like if you want to have like you want to release a banger, if you want to get like notoriety, you have to be like a beautiful person,
Sure, yeah.
Name one artist, right, that you can think of that is not attractive. I can do it, but no one else can.
It would take me a little bit, I think.
Absolutely, I can do it though. Seal.
Especially a woman. Oh yeah, Seal. That's a great example. Yeah,
Yeah, but he himself is still infinitely more handsome than me.
yeah, exactly. He's still very good looking in his own way, just perhaps less so than the average celebrity.
People
yes.
make fun of him because he has like a scar. I think it was like I can't remember. He said how he got his scars one time. I think he's like a victim of abuse or something. It wasn't anything cool. It wasn't like a SEAL. Everyone used to say a SEAL.
He was a
attacked
Navy
him.
SEAL. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Navy SEAL. That's it.
Isn't
he
He got
English?
captured by the enemy and tortured. Yeah, he's British.
He's a British guy. He's like that.
British Navy SEAL.
Yeah, he's a whatever the hell they are.
Spilled tea on his face.
Yeah. The queen splashed. The queen was startled.
He hit
and
on the
splashed.
queen and she tossed hot scalding hot tea on his face.
That'd be very
cool
queen-like. Yeah, that's very appropriate. I mean, we haven't had a queen like that for a long time.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know what would really fix Britain?
What?
An insane queen. Like a Bloody Mary or like
very like the Queen of Hearts or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Constantly chopping heads.
Yeah. If
that would be cool, yeah.
Yeah, she like insanely like killed everyone. Like unexpectedly too. Like Camilla was like, oh, she's just a princess actually, right? Or is she the queen?
Yeah. No, she's princess.
But, well, anyways, it doesn't matter. So, on the topic of Indian Thriller rules. And it's October. It's my favorite month of the year leading up to my favorite holiday of the year, Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to save everything for the more Halloween stuff for the Halloween episode. But since it's our first episode of October, we should mark it with, a little Halloween. It's like, you start putting up a few decorations now, and by Halloween, everything's good to go.
Sure.
This is a horrible intro.
Will you be carving a pumpkin?
Absolutely, I will. Yeah, I've been really brushing up on my techniques. You know what I
I'm
like?
looking forward to see what you do.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna do it because I'm having like, you know, ethical questions about it. Because you know how they do those like fancy. They're not. So I'm a carving. I think everything should be done with negative space, right? When you're making a pumpkin carving.
Sure, yeah. The negative space ones are interesting for sure, yeah.
But people do this thing where they like draw and then they like shave down the pumpkin enough so that when it glows
so they
through,
try to get like a gradient. Yeah.
yeah, it's like cheating. It's like drawing, kind of.
Yeah.
You just draw with a Sharpie and then in between the lines you just shave it down, and it allows you to make a more impressive looking pumpkin. But it's just not. It's not a carving, You should have to like. It's just I'm thinking about it, But there's ethical questions behind it,
Ethical questions.
Yeah, should a pumpkin be a carving where you push out you carve the mouth and you push out the part that you've carved, or should you make a more detailed mouth and you shave down the pumpkin so that the light shines through and it looks fancier, but it's not like a traditional jack-o'-lantern styled pumpkin, I don't think,
I see what you're saying. So you're saying that it's like going against the spirit of Halloween and what's intended, and they're trying to like sell you a lie with this falsely carved quote unquote pumpkin.
Yeah, it's a nice image, but it's not carved. I mean, I guess it is carved. It's like whittled.
That's a fair point, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't know, man. Anywho,
yeah, I mean, I can definitely say that.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
What
are your thoughts?
You can find that problematic. Yeah, I mean, I'm a traditionalist, so I definitely like, you just get in there with the saw and you start cutting chunks out and pushing them out from exactly as you illustrated. Yeah.
I'm
a traditionalist.
Absolutely. We should keep Halloween traditional. We're gonna have all sorts of, we've kind of like messed up Halloween enough. It all started with giving kids apples and stuff. That was the perversion. That was the beginning of the perversion. Yeah, that's sick, man.
The fucking so stupid fucking dentist. Big dentistry ruining Halloween.
Yeah, big dentistry. Damn, dude. Anyways, this is not a Halloween episode, so we're gonna have
yeah, we should have probably saved this for later in the month, I guess.
Yeah, so anyways,
oh, guess what though?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I should tell you later.
No, I want to hear it. No, it's too late.
Okay.
The people want
Halloween does in fact fall on a Friday this year, so we get to do the podcast on Halloween, even though I guess you're probably going to be busy that night.
We will do it. We'll do it the Thursday before Halloween, but we'll pretend that it's Halloween, or we can do it on Halloween and just stay up. We'll do it really late.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's possible too.
Actually, now that I think about it, Halloween probably pretty much around here dies around 9:30 as it is. So we will do a regular scheduled podcast now that I think about it.
Yeah, it's not as though you're going to any overnight parties or anything.
No, nothing cool will happen. I haven't been to a Halloween party in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. I always want to go to one, but I never. Yeah.
I always say we should. Yeah, I do it all the time. I say that to people I know and stuff. I'm like, you know what? This year maybe there's cooler people. I mean, I know. Well, not really. I guess not. Probably highly unlikely now I think about it. I went to a Halloween party like 10 years ago.
Yeah, that's the last time I went to one, something like that.
It was a big one. It was a mansion party. It ruled, and Halloween rocks. And but I say it now, but the idea that I go to a Halloween party is highly unlikely.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And that should be the case for most people. That should definitely be the case for Gen Z. I hope they're not going to party. I hope they're just sitting and playing like games in an esports like fashion.
That is probably what they're doing.
Yeah, they're like
they're too scared to go to parties these days.
Good. What about like a Fortnite? they'll do like a Fortnite Halloween or something, right? They'll build a
Yeah, I
haunted
could.
house in
Yeah,
Fortnite.
yeah, for sure. That they'll have like they'll get together with their friends on Discord and like join a Minecraft server or something.
That's all. That's horrible. I take it back. I hope they do go to a Halloween party and do whatever. I don't know. Is esports still around? I feel like I haven't seen it on. Is this, do Caleb, do do kids still like esports?
They do, yeah. It's somewhat less popular. I get like it's down from the peak, but it's still very popular, yeah.
Oh my god. We'll see what AI does
Especially
with
for
it.
games like League of Legends and Counter Strike. Those are the big ones. Valorant's probably big, I guess. I don't know.
What about with AI? Do you think that'll bring like, what I really hope that it's like AI ushers in an era of like insane, like indecipherable, from like reality styled like sports, But it's
Hmm.
still got like a Korean kid with a headset on sitting at one of those brightly, lighty this, computers.
The obnoxious setups that they have at esports arenas.
Yeah, there's like this distracting bright
Oh, like
light
a rainbow
LED.
light.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Are they allowed to have those kind of computers while gaming there?
I don't think they typically do. No, the computer itself is like I don't know. It's probably hosted off stage somewhere. All they have is like a monitor and then a camera in their face. They
It'd
don't
be
have like the actual
that's
case
so
there.
that's a missed. I'm gonna say
For
that
sure. I mean, esports, they need to have all that shit. Like the bright ass keyboard, like blinding everybody.
yeah, they need to like take in like distraction tactics with the computers, like
Yeah.
some like impossibly bright computer, like with these flashing lights. It's like and
Sorry, I can't possibly game on a normal PC. It has to be this bright.
this like yeah, it's like irritating the people around, but everyone's like that, so it's like it's like
Those are the only lights in the entire arena, just powered by people's case lights.
yeah, that's sick. That's a cool ass idea. That's a good idea. But I do hope with like AI and virtual reality, virtual tanagram, virtual on something tanagram, um, like sports become like real sports become actually, you know what I hope esports does? Yeah, esports is awesome actually, and I think about it. I used to like hate it, because there's like
Hmm.
no athleticism or like hard work, but I realize there is now.
A sport.
And the potential for it to be like make things like insane, like with robots and AI and Chinese and Korean people,
Uh-huh.
like it's like all crazy, like it's like it's like Ronaldo, and he's like, it's me, everyone's famous favorite person in the world, Ronaldo, this and that, and then he's like, he kicks the ball like in way into the sky, and then he's like, he opens his mouth and he's like, yeah, and he like and he flies and he shoots up like a rocket, like fire's coming off him, and he flies in and he kicks the ball down into the goal, towards the goal, and then the goal like becomes a tornado.
Yeah.
It's like some like crazy thing where I'm like, what the hell am I, like a by today's standards, today's man, I'm like, what am I watching here? Is this entertaining or not? I can't tell.
Sounds pretty entertaining.
Yeah, some sort of insane newsman style thing.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you someone who believes sports like ping pong or bowling are sports? Would you call those sports?
Absolutely. They're the top of the pyramid of sports if you really think about it.
All right. Okay.
Like just think about it. When you think about athletes, you think about like, like guys who can run fast, dribble a
Sure. Yeah.
basketball, catch a football. And you think about like,
Hmm.
they're like strong, stamina,
Tall.
tall.
Yeah. Sure.
I think we're leaving something off the list. Something that
Black.
there you go. black. But then when you think, like, then when you really sit back and you think about it, and you start thinking about Korean. You factor in a Korean guy sitting in front of a computer. Then you really, subconsciously, it does kind of like start to create a visage of a athlete that's like the peak athlete, and it's that of a person with a bowler's physique. A balding guy.
Black esports players.
I wonder if there's any black bowlers.
I was also wondering that, yeah.
I'd like to believe it's like the last like bastion of like like old like golf country club stuff, and they're like, no blacks, no Jews, no blacks. This is bowling, baby. Earl Anthony would not want this.
Our final bastion. Sorry, sir.
It's our one safe place for people who look like me, which could be, defined in like a couple words as a disgusting Italian person. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, it's like he's got like a ball. It's like there's a guy with a blue ball and he shoots him. He's like, man. It's like gang related stuff, and guy using his ball to like smoke pot, a bong and stuff. That'd be cool.
A bong ball.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You put the ball, you have those 3 holes,
Mm-hmm.
You know how it's like, there's 3 holes on a pipe, right? Yeah, you put the weed in one, you cover one with your thumb, and you smoke up the other one, and you're like, about the bowl, some man. I'd be like, this rocks.
Pass the ball, homie.
Yeah, I'd like to see an AI thing where it's like, they're like, here he is.
Talk about AI tonight.
Yeah, the AI stuff scared me because we'll talk about that in 1 second, but you got to hear this.
Okay.
Like, stepping up to the line is Suk Jun Kim, and it's like a Korean guy in blackface, and he's like, he walks up, okay, and he's in a, he's got a headset on and a plain black T-shirt, and then it's like, he opens his mouth and it's like, and then it's like, he folds into a ball, and it's like, how Sonic's like,
yeah.
He shoots himself down, and the pins like become Ronaldo's.
he's like Samus or something.
Absolutely, the future of sports is looking bright. The more I think about it, yeah.
I would be much more into spectating sports if something crazy like that happened.
Oh, absolutely. I pretty much just watch like championship games, for sports. But I'd watch every single, like, if it always kept you guessing like that. You're like, what is gonna happen?
What kind of
next?
crazy shit's gonna happen? Yeah.
Thank God Black Mirror became real. I've never seen Black. You ever seen Black Mirror?
I may have watched one episode. I can't quite remember.
Sounds like a great show.
Yeah,
I might have, but I can't remember one damn thing about it. That really is it. Vanessa was really watching it, and I was like, I have so much to talk about. AI, yeah. So this is a kind of crazy episode, huh? Already.
Yeah, I guess so.
They told me that to have people, use AI, 99% of people use AI as like a Google query.
True. Yeah.
We use it pretty much to just make thumbnails for our YouTube, for our videos, right? And the rest is like, it never gets it right. I'm like, can you help me find the song? It's like, well, I guess not. I'm like, God damn it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Actually, AI pisses me off because it's like, are you sure that's the right whatever? Maybe it could be this. You should try doing it. I'm like, no, don't talk to me like I'm stupid. You're the stupid one. I'm right.
Yeah, exactly.
If I had if I was you, I could figure it out. But
being gaslit by a computer.
Yeah, it's effed up. But someone told me that the world's drinking water was being diverted to these super AI computer substation things to like keep them cool.
Right, yeah.
So people could do what?
What do you mean? So people can do what? It's just,
seems dangerous.
it's used to cool them so that people can use them. Like the chips get hot in order to provide more usability. They cool them down with water.
Great. Why drinking water though?
Probably because like if they just were to use non-potable sourced water, it could like damage the equipment. I don't necessarily think it has to be drinking water, but it has to be like relatively clean, I guess.
It just seems dangerous.
What do you mean?
I mean, we need we need AI. Yes, we need AI to live because
it's a fundamental part of our life now.
That is true, but at the same time, we
can't
also
make
need
thumbnails without it.
Yeah. Well, before AI really came in, we have a couple years where we're just making fun of AI. It's not that usable, right? It has like some crazy images where it's like a dog with made out of 9 million, Technicolor and 9 million eyeballs, right? Thanks to Google.
Sure, yeah.
But then AI did become better for making thumbnails this year in the last like 4 months. And we started having thumbnails and pictures in our videos. So, I mean, I can't remember. What did you say? Whatever you said is true. How about that?
Well, yeah. Most of the things I say are true.
Absolutely.
Pretty soon we won't even have to do this podcast. It'll just be an AI podcast.
Yeah, it can go over I can't wait for that. I hope it's like really crazy, and that'd be cool. If we were listening to like, God, this is so much better than us, dude.
Yeah, we could literally train an AI model on our voices and then have it speak for us and come up with a show and probably make an infinitely better podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all crazy. It's like, it's like this is awesome.
Why is this? Whenever you talk about computers talking, it's always like speaking in tongues. That's the way computers communicate in your mind.
Because there was that.
It's just like always in code, like
that makes sense.
like indecipherable for humans.
Because of that story about how they had an AI when they first started creating AI, it was like I can't remember what it was behind it, but it made its own language that no one could figure out, and it started talking to other computers.
Yeah.
And it like went out of its like closed environment. All this crazy stuff happened. I was like, that's it.
That story really resonated.
Yeah, I was like, this is terrifying. One of the scariest things ever.
It could just like play what sounds like random sounds, but it like drives a person insane if they listen to it for too long.
No, it just communicates it. I figure the ultimate form of our podcast is computers making our podcast for other robots and computers. Like nothing for humans.
Well, yeah, I was also thinking like it would be so smart that it could just play random sounds and it just sounds like noise, but if you listen to it for 10 seconds it like makes your brain explode or something like that.
Oh yeah,
X-Files thing.
That's
Fringe.
No, that's whatchamacallit. That movie Scanners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the head exploding.
Yeah, stuff like that happens in Fringe too.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, but Scanners really nails it, dude. Yeah. Anyone out there, search. If anyone's out there, if anyone at some point in time, either now or when we're completely AI, is listening to this episode, please make a AI video that's Indian thriller, but it's the Scanners scene where the guy's head explodes. That's the future of AI, where it stops telling me I can't do that, Because I'm always like, make me a thumbnail of Cristiano Ronaldo turning into a rocket and flying into space and kicking a soccer ball into a, it's like, I'll type something like that and it'll go, I'd like to help you with that, but I can't use Cristiano Ronaldo's likeness. It's like, who the fuck cares?
You need to get one of the ones that can use it.
Yeah. create me an image of based on, telemetry and stuff like that, that is a physically accurate full frontal nudity Ronaldo standing naked in front of me, please.
Excellent.
That's the future of AI.
Yeah, whatever you want. You ask it, it delivers immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the future utopia that we'll be living in.
That's like, yeah.
I wonder what Cristiano's nude cock looks like. Here we go, AI, create it for me.
Yeah. Wait, hold on 1 second. Wait. That's dope. But this AI stuff really got me. Someone told me, and I was like, I don't like that. And then they told me something really crazy. They told me they didn't have their cell phone. And I was like, what do you mean you don't have your cell phone? And they said, I was just going out for 15 minutes to this coffee shop that also serves sandwiches and salads. I've never gotten anything other than a freaking black coffee here. And I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. I know. I was like, you can go 15 minutes without looking at your cell phone? That's incredible. They kind of were like, they're like jerks. There's an older woman, but she's kind of like, of course I can. I can't tell if you're joking or not, so I'm just going to be offended by it. I fucking hate older people, man. There's no way I could, you know what? I'm sure a million people have said this before, but there's no way I can become that.
We'll see about that.
Is that the way? Isn't that just like, is it possible? Is that possibility?
It's possible for sure.
But it's
probably won't happen to you, but I imagine it'll happen to many others that you know.
Yeah, is that true though? Because it's like, this is like an older person, like my mom, maybe a little bit younger than my mom, but still around that same era and stuff. Isn't that like an era thing? Will we really grow up to be a person? Well, I guess with this crazy AI turning people into bowling balls and stuff, maybe.
Well, it's always like, it's always relative. Like, just like how right now we can't stand the younger generation. When the younger generation is our age, they won't be able to stand the new younger generation, etc. So it's a relative thing.
No, that's not true. I like the younger generation.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. You heard of? I like how they're like. There are some things that I dislike. Absolutely, I don't like OnlyFans and giving women money. That for sure I do not like. You hear stuff like that and you're like, wait a minute. I'm like,
whatever happened to just seeing women naked for free?
Yeah. For me, growing up, it was just a JPEG it was 12 assorted images, still JPEG images on porn.com with that was it. That's all you needed, and that's fine. I didn't need to give money to these horrible people.
No. You got 12 images saved on a 3.5-inch floppy, and that was good enough.
That's good enough. That was good enough for me then, and it's good enough for me now. But but then it's like you hear about like this like Gen Z's working less than ever and enjoying life more than ever. And you're like, wait a minute. Or like this quiet quitting stuff where like, my job doesn't care about me, so I don't care about it. You're like,
you should quiet quit, actually.
I should 110%. I should just sit there and do nothing. and then every time I get like
written up.
Yeah, 2 write-ups in a row, or I don't even think, things have changed so much, working in and things are going to change a lot more in the next 10 years thanks to AI. Like, it is so hard to get fired. I don't even know, I don't even think
I feel like you could literally just do nothing at your job for 24 months before you're actually
absolutely
forced to leave.
Before I have to do any work. No. What I do is I'll do nothing for a long time, and I'll just be like, I don't know. I'll say at first I'll be like, first I'll do medical stuff. First I'll say I'm depressed and stuff, and then I'll come back and I'm fine. And then it's like the write-ups come, and then I'm like, all right, I'll get it together. And then you do like 6 months work and you just go back to another, and you just do that. Repeat that, you know?
That's cool. Yeah, it resets every time you do a little bit of work.
It pretty much, it's like so hard to get fired. And I do think that like things are changing so much, especially in like, and this isn't funny at all, mind you, but now it's like, so, and you hear about like these crazy liberal people and stuff, and you're like, God, these stupid liberal idiots that want like, these Starbucks people that want to, wear a shirt that says trans rights on it. Damn them the hell. But then it's like, like this inverted pyramid approach to leadership and stuff, where it's like the stupidest, biggest losers like myself are on the top of the pyramid, being supported by, instead of like us working hard to support. And it's not even close to like that, right? This is just a pie in the sky dream at this point, but it's slowly changing. And like, in the near future, it will be like some sort of horrible dystopian future for these upper leadership people, where they have to, where their bonuses and their jobs are like gauged through like recognition of idiot people like myself, right? So like, and it's already there. Like people lose, like bonuses and can get in trouble for having too many people. Like if you have 3 employees leave over like 3 years, then you're under the magnifying glass, and HR, and going to HR and being like, this person's harassing me, and them having to get off your back and stuff, it's like, those are things that are kind of like because of the younger generation. There were like ideas when I was growing up, but they're things that are kind of being implemented out of sheer fear of Gen Z,
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is actually, I'm like, you know what? My life has become a little bit easier in a way because of this stuff. And this quiet quitting stuff, good for them. I don't have it in me. I'm a hard worker,
Uh-huh.
And that's like that type of stuff is
That's true. When you frame it like that, I can see how you would appreciate Gen Z. You're enjoying the fruits of their labor for sure.
Absolutely. The fruits of labor while still being smart enough not to give a woman money.
There you go.
It's beautiful. It is win-win. It's just, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. You know what? That was not funny at all.
Well, what about this? Do you like yogurt?
You know what, Caleb? That's a really great question.
Thank you.
I'm really interested into why you're asking me that, but I think I'm gonna take a guess here, and I'm gonna say that I think you know the answer to that question.
Yeah. If I had to guess, I would have to say you love yogurt.
I love yogurt. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know of many foods that you don't like. It's difficult to think of a food that you won't fucking eat.
Let me tell you about a semi-viscous substance that is absolutely delicious, and I know I say this a lot, but I truly feel I could live solely off of. It's called plain, unsweetened, flavorless yogurt. Everyone hates it. My mom doesn't even like it. I did something with it. Oh, I made a yogurt parfait at my son's school. I brought her one, and it looked all nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, I brought you yogurt parfait. And she's like, thank you. And then she took one bite. And I was like, what? I was like, I came back later. I was like sitting in the fridge. I was like, what the hell is this? And she was like, oh, I'm saving. I was like, if you don't like it, just throw it away. Don't put it in the refrigerator until it gets moldy, And she's like, one thing led to another. And I was like, well, you don't like yogurt? And she's like, it's not something that, I really ever, I'm not sophisticated. Like, I was like, what are you talking about? It's fucking yogurt. They had yogurt when you were a kid, and I'm sure it was probably more prominent, back then than now. Or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, I do. It rules.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I figured.
Do you like yogurt?
I love yogurt. Yeah.
What
Great.
about plain yogurt?
I don't actually know if I've ever had plain yogurt, but I would assume that I would like it. Yeah.
Oh, plain yogurt's excellent, man. It's so good, and you put it in stuff, and like you can do other stuff with it. I never do, but you could. I always just make it sweeter, right? I'll put cherry. Here's some things I love:
Put some fruit in it.
fruit,
There you
100%.
go.
Regular, like oats or whatever. You know, like what parfait stuff
Oh
is.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. Oats. Yeah.
parfait
Yeah.
stuff.
Granola.
Granola. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. How about this? Walnuts and honey.
Oh hell yes, dude. That rocks.
Yeah, I knew you'd go for that one.
That is like my. That's like I love like almonds, cashew, anything like that. Anything that
Oh, for
involves
sure.
a nut. I'm nuts for
Sure, yeah.
nuts.
Yes. Same.
Cereals. Instead of using
Mhm.
milk, try it out with yogurt. Blow your
Oh
mind.
yeah. Of course, yeah.
Yeah, yogurt rules. Why did you ask me that though? What brings
I've
that
just
to mind? You've been on a yogurt
I've been
tear.
trying a bunch of new yogurts just because it's a good source for protein. So I've been exercising lately and trying to get more protein. So bought a bunch of different kinds of yogurts to try.
Excellent source of protein. Outstanding. Yeah.
Yep.
It's good. It's got it all. Calcium. Yeah. You know what? Remember Go-Gurts?
I do remember Go-Gurt. Yep.
That is the one way I would not like to consume yogurt, I think.
Yeah, that's a very lame way of consuming yogurt, I would say.
Room temperature and in a tube. That's like science. That's like AI. That's like the AI future.
That is. It's very future food-esque.
Yeah, Mars.
What's that food item from the science fiction thing? Or what it's called? It's made of like people or something.
Oh yeah, that's Soylent Greens.
Soylent. Yeah, it's a very soylent type of product.
It is a very Soylent type of product, yeah. Or like a bar, like the bar stuff. There's this manga that rules called Blame, and I've talked about it before. This is also extremely not funny nor fun. But it's about this guy who's a synthetic human. It's not
I
quite.
thought you were gonna say a simp.
And he's a simp too. Killy is not a simp,
Yeah.
I feel like Killy is like, a voluntarily incelibate.
Oh, voluntary. Okay.
Yeah. I don't think
He just
cares.
fucking hates women. Okay.
He doesn't hate women, but it doesn't seem like sex. He's just like a guy who's like on a mission, and no piece of tang is gonna
He's
get
got more
in
important shit to worry
Absolutely. And he has a gun
Gotcha.
that is, like OP, one of the most OP things ever. Pretty much.
Huh.
So this manga rules. Okay, so like anytime there's a problem, he's like, I'll shoot my gun at it. It rules. That sounds like it wear thin like pretty quickly, but it does not, believe me. There's like this one thing where this girl's like been trying for like 100 years to like do all this science stuff to open this door. Dude, it is such awesome sci-fi. Listen to that sci-fi.
Doesn't it have an anime? I thought you said it had an anime.
It has a movie, but the movie is not. The movie might actually entail that. I can't remember, but oh no, there's some vignettes style anime, which rules. If you want to get into Blame, start with that and then move into the comics. But also there's a movie that rules too, because Blame just rules altogether. But listen to let's go over this sci-fi thing again. There's a door that needs to be opened, and people have been trying to open it with science for 100 years. That rules. And then Killy gets there and he's like, I'll shoot it with my gun. And then I'm like, this
cool.
rocks, dude.
He's like Homer in the episode where he gets a gun.
He is a lot like Homer now that you describe it like that. A little bit cooler, a little bit more macabre, more like, like morose, I guess. But they have these things. There's this thing where he's like, he doesn't eat, or he does, it's like, I guess he does eat. But he comes across this thing, and it's like a little bar that looks like, like the like honeycomb candy, and he eats that, and it like satiates him for like, like 1,000 years or something. And I was like,
Wow.
this is what I need.
A one and done.
Yeah. And then there's this part where he takes an elevator and it takes like, like 5,000 years, and he just like goes into sleep mode, and then like it's so good. I can't even explain.
That sounds pretty wild.
It rocks, dude. I cannot say enough good things about this manga. Anyways, I can't remember anything. Oh, I was gonna say some other stuff. Well, anyways, that's kind of movies, right?
Sure, yeah.
I was oh man, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that. I'm gonna talk about my other part before we're gonna get it back on the fun part, and then do some fun. My favorite part, fun facts.
Okay.
My note: a great saying.
A great saying, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking the other night, and then I don't know how this got into my head, but I remembered this really great saying.
Okay.
This is at 41 minutes in. I should have started off with this.
It's not crumb bum, I'm guessing.
No, crumb bum's great. I call Vanessa crumb bum.
Yeah.
I'll go, shut up, crumb bum, you crumb bum. Go wipe your crumbs from your bum. And she'll be like, shut up! But, wait a cotton picking minute.
Cotton picking.
That's a great saying, dude.
That is what made you think of that one?
I was like, I was just thinking like, I was gonna say hold up, but then that for some reason I mean it's synonymous with that term, but it came into my head. I was like, that's a crazy ass saying. That's a really wild saying, man. I mean, I never used it seriously in my whole life, but they used to. They used to be like on TV or something.
It was on like Looney Tunes. They used it.
Yeah, something like exactly. Like, wait a cotton picking minute. I was like, is this like a racial thing? Is this like a slavery thing? I'm guessing.
I'm surprised that wasn't on our list of like questionable phrases that you're not allowed to use anymore.
Cause it actually is not used. The other ones,
I guess it's too obvious.
They're kind of in circulation. That one was phased out because they're like, wait a minute, that has some, slavery, sentiments to it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna try to bring it back. Next time I'm in like a situation where it's like a really serious situation, I'm gonna try to sneak that in there.
Oh yeah, that's good. I should try to do that too. Actually,
that would diffuse things, I imagine.
Yeah, people would just like be like, "Wait a minute, what did he just say?"
They'd be like, "No, this is." I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I think we should all take a minute here. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, what did you just say 2 seconds ago?
Yeah.
And then try to tiptoe around it. Be like, I said we should all take a second. It's like, no, not you. That's not what I mean.
Just repeat what you said.
I don't know. Why don't you?
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. It's caught up as the heat of the moment. Maybe you could remind me. What did I say? You tell me. Why don't you say it to me verbatim? And they're like, oh, you son of a, like, turn the argument into something completely different, but just as heated. That'd be great. Anyways, that's a great fact that we don't use that expression anymore. What are some other great facts, Kaleb?
Did you know that there are parts of the Atacama Desert in Chile that literally don't receive even a drop of rain for decades?
Wait, well, yeah. You know what? I mean, that is interesting because that's how I, for years imagined deserts,
Yeah, it's just being literally bone dry forever.
Yeah, never any rain or anything, but apparently it does rain in the desert.
It does rain.
It's like frequent enough.
Sure.
To sustain life. Is there life out there, or what kind of creatures are out there? That sounds cool.
I don't know if there's any.
Where
I
is
mean, I would
this?
imagine that there are. It's in Chile.
What's
Chile.
Chile? Yeah, I know what Chile is.
Chili con carne.
Chillie? Is that it?
No, Chili.
That is it? Chili? That's Chile.
That's Chile. Yep.
Chile country. It's 5 down. It's in South
No, it's
America. Oh, it's five.
Chile.
Chile. Oh, I see. Chile.
Yeah. Chile.
Dude, this is like no one goes to Chile. I just figured it out. When I
Basically
searched
not,
this,
yeah.
like 90% of the pictures on Google Images are pictures of a map or the flag.
Yeah, you got to search Atacama Desert.
Dude, actually look at this place. This is nice as F. Is it cheap to go here? Or is this one of those countries where some crazy ass Mexican guy's going to cut off your head?
Nah, it's a pretty safe country, and I'm sure it is cheap, yeah.
Dude,
I sent you a link for the desert.
Let me see this. I would go here in a second. This looks freaking nice as bleep.
Mm-hmm.
What is this hand of the desert? They have a giant there too? This is sick.
Yeah, it's like Elden Ring, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
this pretty much looks like art. This looks like I guess deserts are pretty much like similar, but this looks like some desert that I've been out in California. The other stuff looks amazing though. This is cool. This makes me want to go out to the desert, dude. This rules. The desert rules. Nature rules. I need to get cool. Look at this. And it doesn't rain, huh?
Doesn't rain.
What does stuff survive out there? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine that there's some forms of life out there. Yeah.
Yeah, like an amoeba.
Probably something a little bit more complicated, but yeah.
Okay. This really makes me want to. I wonder, maybe next year, maybe we'll go to Chile. This is a great fact.
Well, just make sure to wear your coats because it's chilly.
Oh, is it really? That's the other thing. The desert doesn't get hot. It's a desert, but it never goes above like 72 degrees.
Yeah, the Atacama Desert it's a cold desert.
Oh, really? What does that even mean?
Because it's high up in the mountains.
Oh, it's in the mountains too? That's cool.
Yeah.
There's so many crazy ass places in the world, dude. This looks. Is it really chilly in Chile? Chile?
In many places, yeah. Not in all places. I mean, some places, but up in the mountains, yeah, it's very cold. Cold and dry.
Vacation.
They actually have some telescopes up there because it's so cold and dry.
This rules, dude. Okay, great fact. And I may, in fact, go to Chile next year. Or something like that. This is amazing.
Just due to a fact.
Well, I mean, you know. Well, anyways, I won't bore you with desert stories. Just give me another fact. Maybe we could have that. That was pretty incredible. That wasn't that funny, but
yeah, no. Very interesting.
Yeah, going there and eating a chili. You know what I'm going to go there? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Chile, and the first thing I'm going to do when I get off the plane, they're going to be like, passport, please. And then I'm going to be,
where the chili's at?
No. I'm going to just look at him dead in the eyes, eye to eye.
You'll pull your own out.
And then I pull a chili out of my pocket. And then I'm going to take a bite of it. And he's going to be like, very good, very good.
Very funny, sir.
Just give me your fucking passport, man.
Get the fuck out of there.
I know it's all nice in the pictures. You saw the desert thing, but it turns out that life is still pretty shitty here, man. So just give me your fucking passport.
Very funny, sir. That's the 15th time that's happened just today. Now get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, everyone's doing it to him. That's great.
Every single
guy who's remotely thinks they're funny like me with some gay-ass podcast is doing that when they go there. Great. That guy rules. Goes back to his shitty-ass fucking cheap-ass apartment eating shit out of a can and has to deal with that shit. Dude, that has to be the worst thing for being in a poor country. Americans visiting it.
I would have to imagine that that's the case. Yeah. Some American asshole just thinking they're hilarious.
This is gonna really. No, honey, this is really gonna brighten up Manuel's day.
I'm gonna make this is gonna be the best part of his day. He's gonna love his job
He's
after
gonna
this.
talk about this for years to come. Simpleton. All right, well, that sounds good.
Hmm.
Chili me.
Did you know that eggs contain every vitamin other than vitamin C?
The most common one.
Yeah.
That's
Except for that one.
that's pretty good. That's funny fact. Yeah, that's hilarious. Vitamin C is not in it. I don't even believe that. I look at all these.
Apparently, it's because most other animals can synthesize their own vitamin C, so they don't need it to be contained within there. But humans cannot synthesize vitamin C. But yeah, it contains every other kind of vitamin.
Oh, we can't send. So, so like that has to do with their birthing. They don't have to. They need all that other vitamin crap, but not vitamin C because they can make it themselves.
Yeah. Like so within the yolk, it contains all of the ingredients that it needs. It's basically like a food sack. So it's like portable amounts of food that it uses to grow during incubation. And it has all the elements that it needs for life, except vitamin C, because the embryo can create that on its own. So it doesn't need to synthesize that. But that gene that creates vitamin C in primates is non-functional. So we can't create vitamin C ourselves, but we're an exception within the animal kingdom.
That's crazy, man. That's scary. The egg stuff is scary for sure, but also the other. Well, I won't get into that. Human beings are so like weird, comparatively speaking. We're similar to a lot of other stuff, but we're so like. Do monkeys make their own vitamin C?
I'm not sure. Maybe not. I'll have to look that up.
Huh.
I'm sure that there are other primates that don't, but I don't know if, because monkeys are technically, we are apes, and then monkeys are related, but a little bit different, so I'm not sure.
Okay, well then, apes. The next closest, what's the most close monkey to us? And I keep in mind, I call all apes and whatever
everything is a monkey.
Everything's a monkey. Okay.
Yeah. The closest one to us is probably a chimpanzee, I guess.
A chimpanzee. Like that's the quintessence. You're telling me a chimpanzee is not a monkey?
A chimpanzee is not a monkey. No, it's an ape.
That's insane. When you think of monkey, you think of chimpanzee.
Yeah, monkeys all have tails. That's the main way to know.
Oh, like Goku.
Yeah. Like Goku, right?
Yeah, that rules. Old Dragon Ball rules. That should have been an old Dragon Ball. He's like, I'm Goku, this and that. I can synthesize my own vitamin C.
Exactly, yeah. Unlike you stupid fucking humans, I can make my own vitamin C.
That really was a missed story beat for old Toriyama-san.
He should have done his fucking research, idiot.
Yeah, wait.
Moron.
Wait a cotton picking minute. You're telling me these Chinese people with their flying on the clouds and stuff, just think about how crazy Chinese people are, man. Anyways, that's good. Scary.
There you go.
I love eggs. I haven't had an egg in a while. I should have.
I eat eggs all the time.
Yeah,
just a few a week.
They're good for you. Allegedly.
They are.
Healthy
They've
cholesterol.
got all the vitamins except for vitamin C.
Yeah, that's good. That's what I'm gonna say every time. Next time I'm like at a breakfast place, I'm gonna tell them that. I'm like, no, trust me, dear. This is gonna really brighten up Manuel's day. Manny, you know what? That's something my mom does. She these people are like tending 5 tables and trying to rush to each of them constantly to not lose a penny off their tip. And then my mom will be like, oh, your name, I'm sorry, what was your name again? Oh, that's right,
Pronounce
Manny.
that for me.
Manny, tell
Where
me
are you from, man?
exactly.
Why'd you get such a name?
I'm like, leave these people the fuck alone. They hate this, and she's like, no, they like it. It's like, no, they don't. There's no way these people want to be
my mom
waste.
does the exact same thing.
That's great. I don't know why I'm such a pill to my mom. I just have a heart for these people. You know, it's fucking horrible work. Give me a fact about how horrible these people's lives who work at. I swear to God, I wouldn't do it for $1 million working in a restaurant.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Sure.
And plus, I wouldn't even be good at it.
Yeah, it's a hard ass job for
It
sure.
is. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I'm going to get a bigger tip next time I go out. I tip good big as it is, but anywho, go on.
Did you know that a woman was elected to the House of Representatives before women could even vote nationally?
What was she, the Prime Minister of Trim?
No, she was a U.S. representative from Montana.
Would she just have ass or something? She was just like, howdy, boy.
That's a good question.
Swinging the door shut with her butt and stuff.
Hello, boys.
I do say, I think that we could make room for at least.
we maybe get exception for this.
We could have one woman in here, I suppose.
Now wait just a cotton picking minute. We may have been overly harsh.
Everyone's using that phrase all the time. That's great. That's a different America, yeah.
That was really a better time.
It's like the number one phrase used in Guinness Book World of Records. That year's
Dozens
most used
of times
phrase.
a day.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, that's great. Senator Fat Ass. That's cool. It's kind of like that now. It's kind of becoming like that again now with AOC and this.
Oh yeah, for sure. AOC's a piece.
Yeah,
No doubt about
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Is that the one? What does she do?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's kind of a piece.
She's another representative. What about the one from Colorado? I can't remember her name. We've spoken about her before.
Is that Kid Rock's girlfriend?
It is, yeah.
Laura Loomer.
No, it is. I think it is Laura something.
Laura something then. Those are old.
Laura and Bobert. That's
Oh
it.
yeah, Bobbert.
Yeah, she's a piece. For
Bobbin. Bob on this.
Bob on that cock. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. I really like that idea. You know, all women in politics are pieces. Everything else, business as usual.
That's
but
very
anyway,
American.
yeah, that's USA, baby. Bring that back.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah, get rid of all these like, there's always like an article. It's like, this is the, health ambassador. And it's like a fat, ugly ass bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in like just the hottest girl at the closest gym to wherever the house of whatever the F it is. Bring her.
Yeah, I mean, if Democrats really want to elect a woman, just find some hot ass piece, put her in the role. She'll get elected for sure.
Yeah. Don't they not like that? I'm so confused. I have no idea what Democrats want. They want like some crazy like fat stupid dumb bitch, but then also they love Jeffrey Epstein's island.
I don't know.
What do you want? Make up your damn minds.
Yeah, I feel like the only consistent thing that they want is like person of color and like all these other minority traits.
Yeah, get like a black chick with a six pack. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, get like an Olympian. Find some like ex like 100-meter runner or something, like a ripped ass black bitch. Put her in.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fine
good.
with that.
I like that.
Absolutely.
They're not too
Fat asses on them girls too.
Yeah, a lot of them are like not like Democrat enough though. I think because they like have like they have to train extra hard and stuff.
Sure.
and then become a ball, and then slowly shape it. Be like, why I become into a bowling ball?
Turn into a morph ball and spin up.
Yeah, that's tough. It's hard to sell people on. We don't need to work. Anyways, this was I don't know if this is a good episode. I didn't have anything planned because I've just been. This whole week was a blur. I don't even know why, but I had this dream where I was all sad because my dad's dead, and the dream was my father was already dead, and but my grandmother and his close friend, and my dad outlived both these people, but in this dream he's dead, and I'm telling them that I'm sad that he's dead because I can't learn anything new about him because he's an old timer, so he didn't really share anything too much. It was all like nuggets of it was like, use the phrase "wait a cotton picking minute" instead of like not talking about his real life.
Yeah.
And I was trying to ask them about them, but it's just a dream. So they're like, it's just a dream, Homer. I can't provide you with any new information. And then I woke up and I was all sad about it. And I was like, Mom, my mom's still alive, mind you, Radioland. And I was like, Mom, this is my dream, this and that, And she said, well, you know what? You're just becoming a man is all. I was like, I'm 41 years old, Mom. I was like, I do hope.
Just now.
Yeah, I
Finally.
do. One day I hope to be a man.
You just need to make a few more kids, and then you'll be maybe be a man.
And build a log cabin. So, anyways,
Sure.
But it's a very strange week. I don't know. I don't really. It's just like I feel like I think I'm just lacking sleep, but I felt like it just blew by, and here it is Friday, and I was like, damn, I didn't even think of one pod topic except for a great sig. That really is
literally the only show note.
A great sig. Yeah, and I thought of that on just yesterday. Yesterday at 5:54 p.m. An excellent time to take a show note. Anyways, if you love this, I feel like we should have mentioned this earlier, but you can follow us on Twitter at MackyRathhouse. I will occasionally leave comments. I try to leave a couple comments every day that I think are funny. Most are not funny. Let's look at one. Let's take a second and look at one of these hilarious tweets that that go, for the most part, unliked. So if you're out there, follow us. Look at these funny comments and like them maybe. Oh, the other thing, Sean Diddy Combs. We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, we didn't.
What what were we doing?
Was he sentenced today?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sentenced. 4 years.
4 years.
Got off pretty light.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he even deserves 4 years. I'm going to say it's a harsh sentencing since he did nothing wrong.
Harsh sentencing. Yeah, what is it? What has our country even turned into if a music entertainment mogul can't beat the shit out of some women's and throw a really fun party?
Is that why he went to jail, for just beating some broad up? 4 years? That's insane.
No, I think it was mostly, they're calling it prostitution, but yeah, it's related to his parties. Things he did at his parties.
Listen to this. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pitch art by Peter Chung of Eon Flux fame for a potential new animated series. It looks cool. Note, here's a fact for you. Peter was character designer for the 1987 series, and he also storyboarded the opening, perhaps the coolest thing about the old Ninja Turtles rules. But that intro is hella cool. And Peter
Yeah.
Chung rules. Eon Flux rules. Alexander Conqueror rules.
Mm-hmm.
My comment. That's a crazy fact. It's amazing. So you can follow us on Twitter and get amazing stuff, amazing responses like that. Here's another one. Here's a picture of Titus B. Williver, and it says, "What's the first thing you think of when you see Titus B. Williver?" Our comment, puffy face.
That's it.
That's it.
Puffy
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good tweet. It's a good X, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Puffy face.
Puffy, he has a puffy face.
All right.
He clearly exercises and starves himself, and probably pretty lean, but he still has a puffy face. It sucks. It's tough.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, a new episode every Saturday, and we'll see you next week.